some exciting ideas being developed right now. Look at the people around you. The next future explorers just might be in the audience today, which means we have no time to waste. We better get you ready. Let's start with the most obvious question. Like, where can we go? Well, we definitely want to go to the International Space Station. When we retire the space shuttle later this year, we'll be depending on our international and commercial partners for rides to and from the space station while NASA continues its mission of space exploration and discovery. Where else could we go? We could go back to the moon. There's so much more to explore. Or we may decide to rendezvous with a rogue asteroid or comet. How cool would that be? And then there's Mars. Our robots are there right now scoping things out. But just imagine what you'll find when you can finally set foot on the red planet and explore it in person. Now you're probably wondering, why retire the space shuttle? What's wrong with what we've got? Well, the space shuttle was only designed for missions in low Earth orbit. This versatile and reusable spaceship has a long list of accomplishments. It was instrumental in the creation of the International Space Station. It helped us better understand Earth through climate research and topography. The shuttle helped keep the Hubble telescope alive, giving us new eyes with which to see the outer edges of the universe. We've learned a lot over the past 30 years, but now it's time to put that knowledge to work. So we look ahead to new missions, to new spaceships, to new programs that'll take us more places, back to the moon, to asteroids and comets, to Mars and beyond. Well, let's take a look at what's happening at NASA today. So many choices. What shall we show you? Let's see, I like this one, or maybe that one, that up there. Oh wait, I have something special I can show you. You know you're here today at one of the most exciting times in NASA's history. NASA's in the process of transferring low Earth orbit spaceflight over to the private sector and industry through an experimental program called COTS, Commercial Orbital Transportation Services. Commercial partners are set to conduct at least 20 cargo resupply trips to the International Space Station over the next 6 years. You might be working with us by working with them. And think about this, 100 years ago, there were no airlines. And just a few decades later, millions of people travel by air. Many of you probably arrived here on an airplane and didn't even give it a second thought. In the future, your dream of space travel, although still daring and dangerous, could be reality for far more people than ever before. In the next couple of decades, commercial space transportation has the power to transform our world in ways not seen since the dawn of aviation over 100 years ago. By engaging the innovation and imagination of private commercial industry and people like you, NASA can focus on more complex missions, blazing the trail for humankind's journey into outer space. One thing's for sure, we're going to need creative thinkers and problem solvers like you to help figure out where we go next and how we're going to get there. Now that you've been briefed, you're ready to be a part of the future of space exploration. Ever wonder what it'd be like to work at NASA? Whether you're flying a mission or supporting it from the ground, it takes a special kind of person to embrace and deal with those risks and challenges. Maybe someone like you.
We don't know what the universe is made of. We don't know where the limits of the universe are. We don't know what dark matter is. We don't know.
Is it all figured out? No, it's not all figured out. It's never all figured out.
That's why it's so exciting.
It's just so much, and we know so little about it.
Why should we explore space when we have so many problems here on Earth?
People ask me this question all the time.
We don't take a rocket and fill it with dollars and blast it into outer space. Every dollar we spend is spent here on Earth. And that makes for a better economy.
It makes life better right here on Earth.
Amazing things have happened because of our space exploration. Cell phones,
Solar panels,
environmental monitoring,
artificial limbs,
Communications,
pharmaceuticals, computer technology.
Solutions to problems here on Earth.
Just imagine what else.
so many more inventions and discoveries that we will use in our daily lives.
You only learn by really going out there and pushing the boundaries.
We don't know what's going to happen in the future.
What happened to Mars?
Mars once had an environment similar to
it has a Grand Canyon, the equivalent of Los Angeles to New York. So there was plenty of water on Mars in the past.
Where did it go? What happened?
How did Mars become a wasteland?
Could it happen here on Earth?
How can we as a species survive?
Could you bring Mars back to life?
We could learn by going off the planet and potentially bring those lessons back.
We learn more about what our eventual future may be.
What if an asteroid is coming towards Earth?
It could wipe out civilization as we know it.
What if we haven't developed a way to stop it? We'd have to sit back and watch it happen.
That will be a disaster. As a people, we would have failed.
You can sit here and do nothing. But did the caveman sit in his cave and do nothing? Or did the caveman look out at the hill and say, I wonder what's over that hill?
When you're part of a NASA team, you have to develop new technologies and solve problems that no one else has ever solved.
You need to figure out how to get hundreds of thousands of pounds of equipment to space.
How long can humans survive on the surface of the moon before ill effects?
We don't know right now how to keep food preserved long enough for the trip. So we'll need people to solve that problem.
This is going to be hard, harder than anything anyone has ever done.
Right now, I have no idea how we're going to do that, but we will.
And while you're doing all this, you might answer questions like, is there life out there?
Are we alone?
Are we alone?
Are we alone?
The greatest discoveries are yet to come.
But if you want to be involved in something big, I mean something really big, where you can say you were part of the next step of human evolution, that's what exploring space is all about.
You can stay in the cave if you want to. But you can take a risk and you can walk over the hill and who knows what you'll find.
Look around. The future of space exploration starts today. Today's young people are the heart and soul of the future NASA. They are the ones that'll lead us to the next frontier and beyond. They are tomorrow's explorers.
All stations verified. Ready to resume count and go for launch. LVTC.
Launch vehicles go.
STC.
Spacecraft is go.
GSTC.
Ground systems are go.
LPS.
LPS is go.
Flight.
Flight is go.
SMA.
Mission assurance is go.
LPE.
LPE is go.
RTD.
Recovery forces are go.
RSO.
RSO is go. Get ready for launch.
TDR.
DDR is go.
GLS.
We're go.
CDR.
Flight crew is go.
Attention all stations.
This is the launch director. We are go for launch.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ignition sequence starts. 3, 2, 1.
On behalf of NASA and Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, thank you all for coming. Please continue your journey through exploration space. My name is Billy if you have any questions, and thank you for spending your day with us at Kennedy Space Center.